In the season, they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Bowen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hey, check that. Reload.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Right now, looking to throw on 2nd down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind. the chains.
Number 86, an 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go. Set. Happy 60. Happy 60.
On 1st and 10, right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he stopped immediately there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Bowen is going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
To throw is right. To throw on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw. Right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Bowen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Taylor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Taylor, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Rodrigo Blankenship and the Colts field goal unit comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready?
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Copy Ranger.
Back to throw. Right. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now right, throwing on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 24 yards to gain there, another 1st down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now it's 2nd and 9. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Bowen. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Right. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Right on 1st and 10. Pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60
Looking to throw. Right. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. On first down, Bowen. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First and 10, Taylor now. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Shifts by at the 15. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a give to Taylor. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On the handoff, Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is, how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question, because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So yes, tight game, he'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Back to throw. Bowen. And he'll find Pittman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Taylor again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Gordon. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you or what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Dial Odangbo dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. Chargers have just scored, so they extend their lead. A win would be their first of the young season. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And they take a knee. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. And they will take a knee here.